later. Okay, so I'm so glad that all of y'all were able to hop on and join in this online sip and see. We're so excited to share with you tonight about how Plexus has changed our lives and how these products have helped us to feel so much more health and happiness. And we want to just make a quick disclaimer that these are our own stories, our own testimonies. These are not things officially represented by Plexus Worldwide. We're not making any kind of claims or income claims. So we've got lots of panelists here tonight, lots of good friends here to share with you their heart and tell us about these products and how they've changed their lives. And I wanted to start by introducing to you Lynn Thompson. She is so special to me because she was the one who shared Plexus with me 3 years ago. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. So Lynn, take the mic.
Hey, sweet girl. Thank you for letting me share tonight. And I get to talk about Slim. Yay. I wish it was actually called Balance, because that's really what it does. It brings balance to your body. We mix up these packets and we drink it once a day, and it helps to curb our cravings. It helps to bring balance to our blood sugar, cholesterol, lipids, hormones even. And it burns fat, but not muscle. If you could only know how special that one little thing is, because most of these fad diets, they just burn through your muscle mass, which sets you up to gain weight back. So let's talk about HC. I'm going to mix one up here while we're talking. This is the blood orange lemon lime variety. HC has all the magic that we just talked about, but it also has, can you guys see this? It also has digestive fiber in it, which swells in your tummy and makes you feel full. It also leaves your tummy really slowly, so that full feeling lasts all day. It is a delicious flavor and, again, helps you curb those cravings. I like to take it 30 minutes before my biggest meal, which for me is usually around lunchtime. Yummy. Somebody said that tastes like Mountain Dew, but I don't know because I don't drink Mountain Dew. The other one is Slim Microbiome Formula. Now, this has all the same things that we talked about, the ability to curb those cravings, burn fat, bring balance to your body, but it also has prebiotic fiber. And what that does is it feeds the good gut bacteria that supports your immune system, sort of wakes up that immune system in your gut and helps you to be overall healthier. Together, they really work wonders, because if you support your gut and focus on eating less, magic happens. So I love these two products. They're my favorite. And by the way, I've had them every day for almost 4 years now. So that's how special they are to me. All right. Well, thank you for letting me share tonight.
Thank you, Lynn, for sharing with us about Slim. It definitely, I was sharing recently, last week when I was at camp, my Slim was in a different like tub than where I was. So I didn't take it first thing in the morning. I was so much hungrier.
Girl, that's an emergency. If your Slim is,
I'll fire in and go find it.
If it's not in the same room with me, it's an emergency.
So next up is Vicki Long. Vicki Long is a special dear friend to me as well, and I can't wait for you to hear her amazing testimony. Oh, you're muted here. There you go.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to start out with telling you that I was actually diagnosed with fibromyalgia about 9 years ago, and I have been on different medications to help with migraines, fatigue, joint pain, back pain, depression, and other issues. The worst of the meds that I was on was Lyrica, and if you're not familiar with that, I will tell you one of the side effects is weight gain. and I gained the weight. um, I had days where I was in bed taking naps, 4 or 5 naps, which, that many naps in a day actually runs together, and you're in bed a lot most of the day, and that's difficult when you are homeschooling. And I did start homeschooling 2 or 3 years back, and so a friend of mine, Darlene, she was telling me and sharing about how her mother had started using these supplements, and she too has fibromyalgia. So I trusted Darlene, and I trusted her mother. She's a dear friend as well. And I started on the products. I have been on the products consistently, which being consistent is a key to the supplements helping your body. And I've been on them just a little over 2 years. I am now off of 4 daily medications, an anti-inflammatory, which I can't remember the name of, and um, an acid reflux medication. But the 2 that I'm so excited about is the Lyrica. I've been off for, I don't know, 7 months now, and Prozac for depression. I am off of that as well. So I am excited about that. Now the products I've actually been using, I started with the Triplex Combo, which includes that Great Slim, the BioCleanse, and the ProBio 5 as well. I started seeing some improvement with my energy right from the start, but it did take time. It took time for me to gradually start seeing improvement with all my symptoms. And I added X Factor because I was still having some migraines. I did not have them as often. I was having them maybe 5 to 6, 7 days a month, which, if you're not familiar with migraines, if you have a bad migraine, at least for me, the next day or 2, my head was kind of sore afterwards. So it lasts longer than just, the day. But I did notice I was not having them as often. And then I believe it was Lynn or Jessica that suggested adding the X Factor, and I did, and that even helped more. So now it's been about 3.5 weeks since I've had a migraine. Wow. I'm excited about that. I also added in Ease, Plexus Ease, and Nerve. Ease, you can have that in a capsule form and a cream form as well. And I do take both or use both. It is good at easing pain. It doesn't just necessarily remove all pain, but it eases. And it can be used for several different issues. I put it on my knees, my joint pains, my lower back, and it helps with inflammation. And then the nerve can go in and help get to some of the issues that are causing pain. But with the nerve and the ease, I believe those 2 greatly helped with me being able to come off the Lyrica. And so that is something I keep on hand all the time. I am now rarely having to take a nap. And when I do, it's because I am exhausted from being so active, not from getting up and trying to fix breakfast and having to go back and take a nap from fatigue. I appreciate you, Darlene, for sharing with me, and I appreciate all the friends that are so encouraging that I've gained through this Plexus team. And thank you, Darlene, for asking me to speak tonight.
Thank you, Vicki, so much for sharing. I love you so much, and I just praise God for all of your improvements. Pam is up next. Hey, Pam. We've grown to just love Pam so much. She's part of our Indiana team, and we're just so glad to have you on with us tonight, Pam.
Thank you. So my name is Pam, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about how Plexus has helped me. So Plexus, wow, what an amazing product that they have, what products that they have, and they just are such an answer to prayer to so many people. And one of my answers came in the form of the probiotic, the ProBio 5. And the ProBio 5 is an antifungal, and it has some powerful enzymes, And so for me, that meant no more irritable bowel syndrome. So if anybody has dealt with that, you know how crippling that is to your work life, your social life, and just anywhere that you go and anything that you do. It just makes it really hard. You get to the point that you just want to stay home. And I had it, and it was really getting pretty bad. So it was hard to go out and eat with my husband and friends, or we have a big family and we like to do a lot of things together. And I just couldn't enjoy that. You always have to worry about where's the closest bathroom, when am I going to have to go home. And sometimes it would get so bad that I would think that I needed to go to the hospital. But um, ProBio 5 has changed a lot of that. The doctor had me on probiotics, and they were helpful, but nothing compared to what it was like when I started taking ProBio 5. I no longer have irritable bowel syndrome symptoms, and I can go eat wherever I want to and what I want to. There were so many things I couldn't eat, and now I eat whatever I want to, and I can enjoy life again. It's really changed it for me. I'm not, when I go out, I'm not worried and anxious about what's going to happen. And I go out with confidence, and I enjoy life, and I have fun. So this is one product that I can't go without. This is the best probiotic out there, in my opinion, and I feel like everybody should be on a probiotic. It goes in there and it just cleans up the bad bacteria that's in your gut. And gut health is so important. Everything that we deal with all comes from our gut health, and it's the root of everything. And this product right here just helps us to have the healthy gut, which enables us to be healthy in all other ways. So to me, this is a number one. You can't go without this one. All the probiotics out there that the rest of you are taking, you need to switch to this one because it's a winner. Another answer to prayer that I had was with Nerve. And Nerve is, it has antioxidant properties, and it helps to, it supports regrowth of the nerves. So if you've got damaged nerves, this will support regrowth of those damaged nerves. I'm diabetic, and I have neuropathy in my feet. And so my feet were getting, they hurt all the time. And I have pins and needles. Like if you sit on your feet too long and you go to move it and it feels like a brick and it's pins and needles. I know people with neuropathy have different symptoms. Mine was pins and needles, hurt to walk on my feet, just painful. And I'd have shooting pains all the time that would just shoot up my foot and back down, and then go again and then back down. And so it was keeping me awake at night, and just hard to stay active because it was hurt just to walk on them. So that's where the Nerve came in for me. And what an amazing difference that has made for me. I'm no longer, because it used to keep me awake at night. I'd get up and walk around, move, put my feet up, put my feet down, wiggle them, and try to go back to sleep, and I couldn't because it hurt so bad. I'm not awake at night anymore. I have no more tingling in my feet at all, ever. The tingling is non-existent. And the pain, I'm active again, and I'm not worried that I was worried that I was going to be starting to be pushed around in a wheelchair, and I'm not anymore. This has given me my life back there and let me be active. It's a great product. It's another one that I wouldn't want to go without. So those are two things that have really helped me. When my feet were so bad, the doctor and I didn't want me to go on the prescription medicines because of the side effects. Scary stuff, people, those side effects. And some of those prescription meds, and I know they're needed, but if you can find an alternative way, that's the way to go, because some of those side effects are scary. He didn't want me to deal with those. So I was praying for answers for my feet, so I didn't have to go on that. And this was it. No side effects. That's the good thing. It's helped my feet, gave me my life back as far as being active, sleeping at night, sleep like a baby, none of those bad side effects. So these are two great products. There's many other products that's helped me in many ways, but I'm going to stop with those. And so I'll stop there, and that's all I have.
Thank you so much, Pam. That was an awesome testimony. Like, wow, so many changes in your life where you can get out now and go and do things you enjoy. Thank you so much for sharing. Next up is Jeff and Anna Bentley. So I love this couple. Both of you have had so many changes and improvements, and I can't wait for y'all to share with us about them.
All right. Starting in 2009 was the start of my health decline, and I had my first hip surgery. After that, I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia, and gout. That's when the pain medication started and the injections. And 7 months later, I was in for my second one. 3 months following, I was in for my third. And we had thought that maybe, my health problems were over. And 2011 rolled around, and I laid my motorcycle down twice in one day, and I didn't remember either one. And the next morning, I got up to go get breakfast for the family, and when I was coming back, my wife saw me fall down the front yard, and she said that was enough. Took me to the emergency room, and they said they found a mass on my back. They put me in ICU. While I was in ICU, they found out my heart rate was at 24 beats a minute. That I needed a pacemaker. They took out the tumor. After they removed the tumor, that's when I started getting my migraine headaches, dealing with the pain meds, dealing with not having a life, basically. You come home from work, you take your pain meds, go to sleep, and sometimes fall asleep and you suffer. It's not a life to live. And Anna had been doing some praying and wanting, a resolution of this other than what we had going on. And she actually wanted to lose 10 pounds also, and she had been bothered by some lady from Texas, bothering her about something called plexus. And we've been on about 3 months putting her off, and finally Anna decided she was going to order it. And I told her, fine, just throwing your money away. I'm for it, but I don't want nothing to do with it. I mean, as far as sharing, whatever. And she talked me into taking it, and I started taking it, and we noticed about probably the 6 to 8 weeks in, I noticed that my limp that I had going to my truck in the mornings was gone. It was shortly after that we had decided that I didn't need my pain meds anymore. I quit going for my injections. Probably 3 months to 6 months in, we started noticing my headaches were gone. I've had one headache in the last 4 years, and I was getting them four times a week, and it's hard to live with. But probably one of the better things is when you're taking steroids on a daily basis, it kills your immune system. And I was catching every cold, the flu, everything came in the house, and I've been free of that for 4 years now. I haven't been sick not one single time in 4 years. And it's got everything to do with somebody shared plexus with us. And I love the group we're in. I love every one of you. And I give all the glory to God for bringing this into our life.
Thank you, Jeff, so much for sharing. Anna, did you want to add anything to that?
I'll just add that, yes, I was praying for a solution, and I didn't know what the answer would be. I never in a million years dreamed it would be supplements. I mean, it just it shocked me that they worked, and it's just, to me, it's a miracle. But we are also able. Jeff has a flexible spending account where he works, so we're able to use the money he puts into that. We used to use it for doctor visits, but now we're able to use that toward our Plexus. So we get our Plexus pre-tax, which helps a little bit. It saves us about 30% on it. So
awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that tip. That's something that I forget about. So I'm glad that you shared that. So, well, I am super excited about all of these different testimonies you've heard tonight. And for myself included, I've seen tremendous changes in the last 3 years. And with this new product called MetaBurn, I have lost another size. So this works. MetaBurn, it took about 30 days to get it into my system, to get rolling with it. But then I started noticing a difference in inches. And, I say with Plexus, throw away your scale. Do not go by that. You've got to really look at how you feel, your clothing, how loose it's getting. Take a picture of your face because the inflammation is going to go down. With Slim, it helps you to build muscle, lean muscle, and burn fat. And MetaBurn takes it up a whole nother notch, where it targets a certain kind of fat in our body that tends to be on our hips and waist and thighs. And it helps to burn that off. It helps your body to metabolize that. And so I'm noticing a difference again. So Plexus, I love the way my body has not gotten used to the products, because a lot of things out there, you take it, you see a difference for a while, and then your body adjusts, and then the results either reverse or stop. And for me with Plexus, every month as I keep taking it, I see improvements, because gut health is key. And that's what all of these testimonies have in common. How can somebody who has a brain tumor and a limp, and somebody who has IBS and diabetes and neuropathy, and somebody else with fibromyalgia, and then somebody like me who really just wanted to detox and lose weight, how can we all get results with the same products? It's because gut health is key. And these products help to improve our gut health and reduce inflammation and balance our blood sugar. And all of that is key to overall health. So I'm so glad that you got on with us tonight. I'm sure that you may have some more questions. I would if I were you. So get back with the person who invited you. I know you're excited about the things that you heard and want to hear about pricing information and how to order. So get back with the person who invited you and let them prompt them and say, hey, I heard there was a special on that Zoom thing tonight. So tell me about that, because we do have an awesome special that ends at the end of this month that makes it less expensive than I've ever seen to get our Plexus products for you to get started tonight. So thank you so much for hopping on, and we look forward to seeing you healthier and happier next time with us. Good night, everybody.